We talk about a Tea Party movement. We talk about liberty being united. Philip asked me to keep it calm, but I have trouble doing that, guys. Everything is at stake. Everything. There are pivotal moments in the history of our nation where everything was at stake, where people stepped up to make a difference, and because of that, we have the freedoms that we have today. I think this is such a moment. We're living that moment. We're both privileged and cursed to be living at this moment. You know, Ronald Reagan said in 1981, he said, "We have the right to dream heroic dreams." People tell me that there are no heroes today, but I say they just don't know where to look. And I'm encouraged because as I look out at this audience, what I see are heroes. As we travel across the country with Jenny Beth and I see everywhere we go are heroes. If Ronald Reagan were here today, he would have been proud because everywhere he would travel across this nation, he would see heroes who are stepping up. And we're stepping up, but Lori told you, Philip told you, Ken told you, all these people are telling you we have to do more. This is a movement. We say it's a movement. I don't think it's just a movement. I think in November, on the evening of November 2nd, officially, will be fired the first shot of the Second American Revolution. This is a revolution. You guys ready to have a revolution? I'm ready for a revolution. I'm mad as hell, and we're not going to take it anymore. All right. So we've given thanks. We've talked about why we should be encouraged. It's amazing what's happened. And now the challenge. The challenge is to be better. The challenge is to be better than what came before. The challenge is to live up to our history. And I think there are specific challenges that we face. Somebody said it earlier, they said, we have to be better than the opposition. I think we have to be better than we were personally yesterday. Every day we have to look to ourselves and say, what can I do that I didn't do yesterday? How can I do more? How can I encourage others to do more? And I think we have to be better ethically and morally than we've seen in the past. All the way back to Washington, Washington complained about the sleaze and the backstabbing. Gary's really helped me with this. I called Gary one night and told him how frustrated I was by what goes on in D.C. and sometimes what people do. And first of all, he told me, you know what, Mark? Go back and read Washington. It's been like this since the Founding Fathers. You know, this is how politics are. You've got to deal with it. You've got to get over it. And I agree with that. We have to be strong. We have to be tough. We have to understand. Politics has always been a full contact sport. But we have to be better. We have to be better than those who compromise their values in the name of something they see as victory. We have to be better than the politicians that tell us that the enemy of our enemy is our friend. Because that's not always true. People tell us sometimes you have to stand with those people because in the end they're after the same things you are. I say that's a bad choice. You know I don't look like it right now maybe, but I'm a country boy at home. My dad taught me when you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. We have a responsibility to each other, to the movement, to the future of the country. When we see something that's bad, when we see something that's wrong, I don't care if you think that they are quote unquote on our side. We have a moral and ethical obligation to point those things out, to call them out, and to say we will not tolerate that. This is not the way of Washington. What I'm telling you is not the way it has been in D.C. It's all about power brokers and everybody, you know, working well together and playing well in the sandbox. I'm going to be honest with you. We hear something fairly regularly. It used to kind of bother me. Sometimes people will say, well, the Tea Party Patriots, they don't play well in the sandbox. You know, here's the thing. To me, I like the sandbox. When it looks like a litter box, I don't want to play in it. Stay out of the litter box. Be true to your values. And I want to close with this, which is the ultimate challenge. You know, Mark was talking about this flag and what it means, and the "Don't Tread on Me" slogan. It goes way, way back in our military. And when I think about this movement, and I try to sum it up in my mind, I try to think about it, if I could just put it in one sentence, and I'm not the most eloquent guy in the world, so that's not easy, and I'm a lawyer, so we tend to use long sentences. When I look at Don't Tread on Me, and I think about it in our current situation and what it means get the government the hell off our backs. Americans are the most productive, the most extraordinary, the most innovative, the most intelligent, the most godly people on the face of the earth. And if government will get out of our way, we will create jobs, we will create wealth, we will create prosperity, and we will set the American people free. Thank you guys very much. Really appreciate you having me. Thank you.
Spectacular. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mark Meckler, everybody.